1. That was me saying how many shits I give.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
This episode, this is what, day 2?
Day 2, indeed.
You gotta be my eyes because I'm really tired.
I see.
I got my eyes closed. I'm laying in bed. Mm-hmm. I will say that. This episode I'm gonna record, I'm gonna be like a listener.
That's a good idea.
It's kind of weird, huh?
Hold on, and stop talking for 1 second. For some reason, this one is a lot quieter than yesterday, which is weird because all the settings are the same.
I feel like you messed the settings up.
I must have messed it up.
Your whack extension
don't talk
plugins
about us telling you.
For your knockoff GameCube adapter.
They're gonna know. What? Anyways.
See, now you needed to be louder because I didn't hear.
Joking aside,
I'm going to sleep. I have my eyes closed. I'm really tired.
He's got 1 foot in the grave, and by grave I mean bed.
I do.
I, on the other hand, have so much energy because today was think of today as our baseball filler episode, our beach vacation episode,
No, we did a bunch of stuff today.
Well...
Today was a line day. We waited in line for like an hour, then we went to a Shōnen Jump panel, which was a lot of... No, it was not a lot of fun. It was cool, I guess, but it was like... We did Viz yesterday, and then like... That basically was it. And then after that, we waited for 2 hours and 16 minutes. I timed it for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which was amazing. Then after there was we waited an hour for the Trigger panel. That was like 2 hours, and we waited like 20 minutes, and then Gridman, or what was it called?
No, it was Gridman? Well, it was SSSS.Gridman, but they just kept saying Gridman.
The anime reboot for that, and that was like 30 minutes, and that was all we did today. Oh no, and then we went over to the entertainment hall. We actually got there really late. And like 30 minutes before closing time at 10, we played Dragon Quest, and then we got free shirt. I'm wearing it right now, actually.
Good job. Cool. Good job wearing a shirt.
That's actually just all we did today. So today was basically line panel day instead of walking around it. Like we missed the exhibit hall.
That's right. Thank you very much for listening, and tune in next time for a very special episode of Late Night Odyssey. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You fucking ran through everything in 5.5 seconds. This isn't a race.
It is a race. I'm tired.
I know you're tired, but let's dive in. This has never been the podcast. This podcast is not quality.
This podcast isn't about...
It's not quantity either. We got 2 episodes.
This podcast is not about anything other than... Wait, I just joshed you. This podcast is quality. This podcast is about everything. This podcast is about late nights, and it's late, and it's a night, and we did Odyssey.
Goddamn right. Anyways, so about our Odyssey today. Here's the first thing we did.
I'm doing a starfish.
I don't want to know what that means, and I'm a little scared to look over and find out.
I'm
but...
just like making a snow angel.
Oh, that's...
In a bed.
Okay.
On a yikes yellow-gray blanket.
Okay, anyways... first thing we did today, like you said, the Shōnen Jump panel. I'll admit, I was excited for that because most of the anime that I watch are from our Shōnen Jump Manga, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and My Hero Academia, and Naruto's Wife's Son. I don't actually watch Naruto.
Why are you saying Naruto's wife? It's not part
Never
of the
mind.
joke. At least I don't think it is. And
anyways,
if it is, I'm sorry. Bebop. Eyes to the heaven.
There are many things you should be sorry for in this episode. But let's continue.
Bebop.
You're breaking the speed limit here.
The speed limit? How?
I'm trying to go low and slow.
I've ever been tired. The first time in ever, I'm more tired than you.
That's correct.
No. Actually, usually I'm like the normal amount of being tired, like the appropriate time to be tired. Like we're recording this almost at 1.
Okay. So let's find out why.
You usually would be tired.
Exactly, but I'm not. So let's find out why I'm not tired in today's recap.
I already went over it.
Today's recap.
While Bebop was taking a shower, I read 1 volume of manga, Golosseum. It was alright.
Let's hop in the Bebop submarine. Let's hop in the submarine and dive a little deeper. Let's hop in the hot tub time machine, dive a little deeper, and try not to touch anyone's
legs
while you're down there.
We missed out on the Faku, what was it called?
We did.
Party?
Yeah. And there's late ones, but I'm too tired for that. I'm not too tired for this, because I make time. I make time for my fans.
They're not going to get it.
Anyways.
I don't think we talked about make time jokes on.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, I'm making time. Anyways, okay, let me get back to Shōnen Jump. So, the Shōnen Jump panel was pretty neat if you're into that sort of stuff, but I didn't know like 80% of the stuff they were talking about. I don't watch One Piece. I don't watch Boruto. I don't watch Naruto. I don't watch Carluto. I don't watch those shows. I don't know what they are. I made up that last one.
Did you just say iCarly toe? What happened to iCarly? What was that last episode like?
Actually, if you read the last Shōnen Jump, they talked about the iCarly finale, where Carly found the last piece of the Spencer
Gibby's
puzzle.
Body.
Of Gibby's body. She acquired her
Gibby's
Requiem
holy
stand.
Corpse.
Yeah, Gibby's holy corpse. She got her Requiem stand, which was leave it all to me.
She drank her Arizona tea.
She drank her Arizona tea and then said, Neville, your days of villainy are over.
Who's Neville?
He was the... Anyway.
I kind of remember
Shonen
Neville, but who? Was it Neville or Neville?
His name was Neville. Now, Shōnen fucking Jump.
Shōnen Jump! Dude, why does that guy always... There's the one cool guy that always, like, looks nice, too. He has nice, like... He looks like he should panel something. He actually speaks really good. I was like, hey, you know what? I'd actually listen to him do something. I don't know.
I think they do.
I think they do a podcast, but there's one guy that... I think David?
David Brothers.
Is that his last name?
His last name is Brothers. That's a
cool last name.
It is a pretty cool last name.
David Brothers, man.
I think that's his last name. Correct
I
me
don't
if I'm
know.
wrong.
But David...
I just remember hearing him say that once.
I don't think you are, but if you someday do... good job. I don't know. I don't know how you speak so fluently and eloquently, but I aspire
listen
to be
to our
someone
podcast,
like you.
Dear God.
What?
Listen to our podcast, Dear God. We can't speak either of those things.
I know, but listen to his podcast. For real, he speaks.
And the other guy,
he's
too.
actually pretty knowledgeable about like all the manga, too, and so don't listen to our podcast for anything.
Well, the other guy, too. I forget his name. He was wearing the cool sunglasses. You guys both were very entertaining.
The guy that has the red hair?
Yeah. You guys were both very entertaining.
You're Ryan.
Yeah, you guys are both very entertaining.
Yeah, he's funny.
I guess we're saying this as if we're addressing them directly. So, people listening,
the
two of the guys who were on the Viz Media and Shōnen Jump and JoJo panels, and a lot of panels associated with those things, they were entertaining. And I think they do a podcast, so there's another podcast recommendation. Bing, bang, boom. Bazinga. And now, to actually talk about the thing that I've been trying to talk about for the last 5+
Hey, that had
minutes.
to do with it.
It did, that's true.
Come on.
Okay. No,
David
you're
Brothers and Ryan.
David and Ryan, I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyways,
David's
to get back to the thing that I've
Ryan's
been...
bow.
Anyways, to get back to the thing that I've been trying to talk about...
Ryan's bow, David's bow.
Next time on Late Night Odyssey,
David, Ryan,
we talk about Shōnen Jump. Tune in the next 4 years.
I'm starting to gain more energy.
Okay, I'm glad that your energy's coming back. I'm glad that you've powered up.
I might play Dragon Ball FighterZ after this.
Okay, cool. We'll do that. Anyways, I mean 16 and Black and
okay,
for those interested.
You would name Black.
I do. He's cool. Why would I do that? He's cool.
I don't think you would because you like playing Goku Black.
Whoa, we're breaking new ground here, folks. We've hit a pinnacle of comedy. I don't think it gets any better than this, guys. Anyways, Shōnen Jump. It would have been a cool panel if we hadn't gone to Viz.
Frank Jeffsey was here.
Oh my god.
At Anime Expo today. And we missed him. I missed him. Bebop doesn't... I don't think he knows who he is, really. But I do.
Love Frank Jeffsey.
He's the one guy I want to meet.
I'm just miffed because I'm trying to say my words and you...
We were in a line con today. That's all I'll say. Line con.
Yeah, I also
we were in line all day, and I missed him. I hope he comes other days.
I'm sure he will. I too am upset because there are a lot of people here. Actually, Frank Jeffsey.
I love his music. He's funny. He's cute. I'd buy his body pillow.
That's true. Me too, honestly. And I hope to meet him someday and tell him that I really appreciate his music. Anyways, to continue on with the things that we were talking about before you came crashing into my train station.
Shōnen Jump, there was nothing good about the panel, really.
Yes, that's exactly what I was
That's
saying.
like it.
It was
like
all...
you just it was literally just recap for Viz.
Yeah, it was basically
the same thing.
part 2 of the Viz thing with a couple.
No, not even things. Part 2. Is basically the reboot.
Who was that one guy that came up?
SuperEyepatchWolf.
Yeah.
From YouTube. He does pretty good YouTube videos. If you don't know him.
So check him out.
Yeah,
maybe.
Another guy you should be listening or watching.
If you like anime and or manga and or specifically Shōnen Jump, he seems to be a knowledgeable guy on it, and I am not. Initially, I might be, but that, we'll admit, was kind of our buying time and giving us something to do before the JoJo panel, which is really the only thing that I was excited about today. However, let me try that again. The only thing that I thought I'd be excited about today. Foreshadowing? Yes.
Red herring? Yes.
I am a big fan of JoJo. The JoJo panel was awesome. The voice actor for Dio, the English voice actor, of course, was there.
Yeah, the voice actor for Dio, Avdol, and surprise,
Josuke.
Because part 4 is coming at Toonami. It's
coming
also getting manga's coming here. That's cool.
So that's really cool.
It's not going to be the Jojoniums, but...
They said that the Jojoniums, they don't have the rights to use the likeness of the Jojoniums, if that makes sense. Like how the manga collections in English for part 3 and under look like them. They're not allowed to do that anymore, technically, so they're going to look different, but
Japan's only going up to 3.
Yeah, the Jojoniums for some reason don't go 4+, which is weird, because from what I understand, in Japan... 5 is really popular.
I mean, it makes sense, but I don't want to explain that.
Okay.
Because those are the 3 oldest series. And
yeah, I suppose.
You kind of think that they're all in 3 blocks, and
yeah,
they probably have newer prints in Japan. Those are definitely probably out of print, the original runs.
That's fair.
And they have the old art style too. And
yeah, that's true.
It's kind of a lot to reboot. What 8 parts?
Yeah. Okay.
No, they're not going to do that.
That's fair. But yeah, I wish I could remember the name of the guy who's doing Josuke. For those of you who want to do research on your own.
He honestly just kind of sounds like every other shonen character.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing against him. I mean, he seemed like a good voice.
Yeah. But the I think the director or co-director was there.
The director of the anime.
So he was really funny.
He was funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happened at the panel. They showed. They showed the first episode of Part 5, and I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it. If you've read the manga, then you kind of know what you're getting into, and they didn't deviate from that much. As someone who rather recently read that,
it looked really good. They didn't show opening, they didn't show ending, so
no. I wish I could.
That's
the
only
do that for
news,
you,
I guess there would be.
Yeah, that's true. But the visuals looked amazing. The frog transforming into a briefcase did not look as weird as I expected it to. To someone who doesn't know JoJo, that might not make a lot of sense, but it makes sense in context. Yeah, that's about it. I can't believe that there's not a lot to say to the biggest premiere in my eyes at the whole thing. But I mean, it is what it is. It looks like Part 4, but like you said earlier, with like thicker lines, kinda.
No, harsher lines, like scratchier lines.
Okay, yeah.
At least the promotional artwork that I saw definitely was more like not rough draft, but made to look scratchy, edgier.
And that's cool.
Yeah. But overall, it was the same quality that we've gotten from Part 4.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that I'm kind of used to, and I'm happy with the animation and everything. You know, it doesn't look like the kind of weird Rohan OVA.
Oh God!
It looks really good. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, definitely.
And I kind of can't wait until October.
Yeah,
when it comes out.
Yeah, me either. And I will certainly be watching it again when it comes out. Okay, on to the next thing we did. After that, we sat in the hall and kind of just waited for Trigger and their panel. They did stuff, for those of you who don't know, like me. They did Kill la Kill. They did
Kill la Kill, Panty and Stocking.
That's the one.
Darling in the Franxx.
That's the other one.
Gurren Lagann.
That's the other one.
Now they also...
Can I do the announcement for the one I liked?
Which one did you like? Gridman?
Well, I guess I liked them both. Okay, you pick one to do, and I'll talk about the other one.
Academia?
No. Oh, no, I mean the new announcements. You pick one to do, and I'll talk about the
I don't know. I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Paramore?
Yeah.
What's it called?
No, not Paramore.
Fair Franks?
Shoot, now you're making me forget the name. Hold on,
I don't know. I got a sticker for it. I was like 1 out of 10 kids that got a sticker.
Promare. So would you like to talk about Promare, or would you like me to talk about Promare?
I can talk about Promare.
Okay.
Promare is their new series. It looks pretty cool. It's going back to... Has a male protagonist, Gallo, blue hair.
You still remember his name?
What?
You still remember his name? I'm impressed.
Yeah. We haven't had a male protagonist since Gurren Lagann, so that's cool, I guess. It looked cool. It seems... We're not going to get it for a little bit. Yeah. They showed us like a little 20-second promotional. Looks pretty good. Yeah. It was kind of... it wasn't weird, but it was different art style. Like, there was like fires or like if they plants and stuff. That kind of had a Polygon-esque look.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Which was pretty interesting.
I loved it.
And, excuse me.
So, they didn't really talk a whole lot about the plot.
I don't think they were allowed to.
They weren't allowed to.
But it was definitely...
They made a lot of jokes about it.
It seemed like Gallo was like a firefighter. They said it was about rescue, so it's kind of firefighter rescue with a hint of mech. And because there's the Metatoy tech.
That too, yeah.
And that in like Japan is like a firefighter thing, and so it's kind of a little baby mech. What's that one game? BioShock? No. The drill guy, Big Daddy, little girl.
Yeah.
Big Daddy?
Or like no, yeah, the Big Daddy from BioShock. Or Jumping Flash. You don't know what that is, but
no, but Big
like
Daddy
Jumping
kind
Flash
of had the same kind of circular
more like
kind of body size,
or like Diva from Overwatch, kind of like her mech, I guess, just with big old arms.
Yeah, kind of that similar shape, kind of short, not a huge Gundam mech.
Yeah, no.
As some people are kind of used to, but it definitely seems like it's going to be kind of like a firefighter rescue something. It's definitely American theme.
It sounds so cool.
It seems cool.
Yeah. I'm really, really, really excited for that. I guess they didn't let us take any pictures, obviously. Except. So let me just say, those guys were so funny. Like all of them. The director or like the lead guy or the head of Trigger or something. He was like, okay, you guys. He said this in Japanese, so I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, okay, you guys aren't allowed to take pictures. You guys have to have your phones away. But if I'm not looking, then I can't say what's happening. So he like covered his eyes, put his head down on the desk, and basically said, everyone take pictures now. And as everyone was taking pictures, he said, please do not illegally distribute these images. But if you were to illegally distribute these images, use hashtag... Promare, yeah. I already forgot the name.
Honestly, I kind of did.
Yeah, use the hashtag Promare. It was so funny. And then there was like a pre-recorded video from some other people working on it in Japan that couldn't make it to AX.
I think those are the directors.
The directors? Okay. Yeah. And they spent like 5 minutes explaining the plot, talking about what it is and what's going to happen.
And then it turns out it was BS.
And he's like,
I lied.
Yeah, he's like, I made that up right now.
Yeah, it was really funny. It was even more hilarious than the guys on the panel.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
It was one big shit post, and I loved it. Hopefully.
Fantastic.
I think the anime is going to be good, but I don't know. I from what I hear, Trigger is very good at making anime. So, I have very high hopes from what I've heard of them. Next, we've got Gridman. So, after the Studio Trigger panel, we just kind of sat in there and waited for them to show off Gridman. They had two of the guys. Oh, Gridman is they specifically said not a reboot. Someone in the crowd, in fact, the guy sitting in front of us.
Annoying, dude.
I mean, yeah, but the guy sitting in front of us.
Oh, they also have a Patreon. They're doing that.
Yeah,
that's actually a pretty big announcement.
Why is that important?
That's how they funded a lot of their shows. They funded Little Witch Academia through fan funding.
Oh, that's cool.
Through Kickstarter, I think.
Okay.
And just, it's kind of been rumored that some anime studios are going to start up like Patreon, and like people would be interested in doing that.
Wow, yeah.
And watching people live streaming. I know there's one guy who actually does do Patreon, and like he has like a doctor manga, and it's not too popular. But
every time I touch my water bottle,
it seems Trigger was gonna start it, but then they didn't have internet, Basically,
Yeah.
long story short, guy in front of us was like, use your phone. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy in front of us, he yelled.
Wow.
They were looking for the word to use to describe it, and he yelled reboot. And then a couple seconds later, the guy just kind of shouted back in Japanese, no, it's not a reboot. And so it's, if you know Gridman, which I'm going to be honest, it's probably very unlikely that you do. It was an old, it's okay because I didn't either. It's an old, like, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Is Sentai?
It was an old, I don't know what you're trying to say.
Is that not the
It's
word I'm
an
looking for? Let
old-
me look this up. as
Sentai
well.
is like the company.
Okay.
Let's see if
I thought that was
hentai,
like the
not
name of the
something
genre.
else.
Oh god, no, I hope it's not. I hope it's not.
Gridman was an old
These are high school
drama.
kids.
There was an old live action drama. It was
Okay.
way different.
Yeah, but it had like a kaiju kind of
Yeah, kaiju
versus
mech.
like mech.
Yeah,
hero
that's
Power
basically what it
Rangers
is,
esque.
except for it's in anime form now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
it.
it's not going
That's
off the
okay.
original
It has a
storyline.
bunch of Neon Genesis vibes, but like, what
Yeah.
doesn't? Mech anime doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
It was alright. We saw the premiere of it.
Yeah, we watched the first episode.
I mean, I'm glad I saw the premiere, but like, it was cool.
I'll admit,
That was
I was really feeling it. I was a big Power Rangers kid. Like, I really loved Power Rangers
Really, I
as
was
a
always
kid.
a Thomas the Train kid.
Well, those two things are not mutually exclusive, as I was both. But
See, I feel like I missed out on all those years as a kid. I kind of just took with Thomas.
yeah, I don't know, man. I loved them both. I got my weeb on pretty early, with Power Rangers, and I was a big fan of Power Rangers. And this definitely was giving off like anime Power Rangers
that's
vibes.
cool. I think we should kind of wrap it up.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well,
We're talking about Power Rangers. We're
lucky
trying to
for-
keep
I'm
this
saying
short. I'm just saying.
okay, fine. Well,
Also,
I'm saying I'm just saying. Okay, fine. If you want to go to
I've
sleep.
been falling asleep.
I can tell.
This past hour.
Oh, you've been falling asleep while
What time is it
cutting
right
into
now?
my
Time
sentences.
check. Time check.
Time check.
Time check.
I don't
Put it
know.
in Post.
I don't know. Okay. Well, anyways,
Check
is there
your
anything else that we did?
laptop.
Did we do anything else?
We played Dragon Quest.
Oh, we played Dragon Quest. It
Dragon
was
Quest
alright.
11. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just regular old Dragon Quest.
You like
honestly.
Dragon Quest? I've never played.
And we got a free shirt.
I got a free shirt, so
That's cool.
I'm happy.
There's not really anything that we're kind of looking forward to tomorrow other than maybe playing Kingdom Hearts and like buying some stuff. Our wallets are hungry from today. Our wallets are starved.
Yeah, I know. We didn't
They're
get to buy
ready to
anything
pounce
today.
on any merch. Maybe we'll go to the Faku booth tomorrow.
If I see like any,
Oh, what's this?
this is such a specific thing to say on the podcast, but I saw someone, not today, on the first day, in like a nice like All Might onesie, like little baby Midoriya wore in the.
You're not gonna be able to buy that here.
I know, but I'm just saying they're really cool, and if I ever see one, then I might have to snatch it because it looks neato.
Please
Snatch it
draw
up with my wallet.
Bebop in a little All Might onesie.
Yes, please.
Even though we
Saying,
don't have
"I am
character
here."
designs out.
Yeah, we don't have our character designs, but we'd actually been talking about them today even because we thought it'd be cool. Well, if we're actually sticking with the stupid cool name thing.
I don't know.
Then
I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of a pain sometimes.
Then we'll go all the fucking way and draw
I
characters
don't know.
too. It'll make us look more professional, or maybe it'll make us look more unprofessional. It'll be like fursonas, but without the fur. Hopefully,
Well,
I don't know about yours.
This
but-
is not the right podcast to bring that up. That's all I will say.
Okay. Well, next
There will
time.
never be a right podcast when I'm there to talk about furries.
Next time on a very special episode of Late
What is
Night
this,
Odyssey.
Dragon Ball?
Yes. Next time on Late Night Odyssey.
We already did that drum.
Fursonas.